And a beautiful, beautiful, warm welcome to everybody, particularly honored guests and friends, trustees, alumni, members of the classes of 20, 21, and 22. Hello. A special tribute that I invite you to join for our faculty and staff who have helped to make this day over the last 24 hours, 4 years, and 226 years, a warm tribute to faculty and staff. And to parents and family, particularly warm feelings, wishes, and lots of love to all of you. And members of the class of 2019, to you, this is your day. These, my friends, are the 226 graduation exercises of Lawrence Academy, and that is an awesome, deep, substantial history. And you, the class of 2019, are an awesome, deep, substantial class. We will see, hear, and name the ways very shortly, but the awe and substance and depth of life seems to get stirred up in these moments too, these kinds of proceedings with resulting feelings. Some of it is easy to explain: nerves, crowds, family, uneven sleep patterns, being called up, identified, pushed out into the world. A graduation brings us to a point of reckoning that is not just circumstantial, it's all caps existential. So sure, it is personal and emotional. And with or without high school graduations, humans have been dealing forever with this mortal stuff, what the writer James Agee calls, with vast understatement, certain normal predicaments of human divinity. The human condition is kind of a chronic swelling of the soul. If you're having strong feelings, it's, air quotes, normal. But let's actually bring those feelings, whatever they are, into awareness and, for lack of a much, much better term, under management. Sometime during LA's first century of existence, Emily Dickinson wrote this incredibly beautiful sentence: "Life is a spell so exquisite that everything conspires to break it." Or, as Freddie Mercury and David Bowie once said, "It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends sing."
Let me out.
Let me out. And for those of you who weren't here last night, that's a total inside joke from the senior slideshow. Things can be so good. We have the sense of exaltation, but we have the sense of vulnerability too. So if we feel giddy and sad and agitated all at the same time, there's nothing wrong with us. We're just experiencing constant recovery from the human condition. The fact today and any day is that life can be complex. It has its beauties and it has its burdens. But somewhere in life's extremity, there is this transcendent, disruptive, transformative mystery, and maybe that's where life's real energy emerges, and we happen just to be sensing it now. As Leonard Cohen sang, "There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." Seniors, the mystery that awaits you on the other side of these graduation exercises can be an imposing, even intimidating thing. But it is the very force that gives life meaning, beauty, possibility. And in that spirit, as you sit and wait to stand and go, and as we wait to say farewell, I want to wish for you something particular and something precious. I wish for you enlightenment. That's it. Not just knowledge or judgment or the ability to analyze, measure, or figure. I wish for you enlightenment, like that guy in the Mountain Dew commercials. Except an enlightenment by comprehension and clarity and discernment, not caffeine. Our motto states that the light shines for all. Omnibus lucet. Use it. Light has the power to push away fear, to make clear what was once obscure, the universal power to warm and to grow and extend through time and space, to amplify the beauties but also maybe lighten the burdens of life. Light is fully sensible to us. You felt it in this morning's sunrise. Enlightenment is just normal access to this power, letting it in. As the Upanishads say, now the light which shines above in heaven, pervading all the spaces, pervading everywhere, both below and in the farthest reaches of the worlds. This indeed is that same light which shines within. It sounds mystical. The light shines for all. But our senses and emotions tell us right now, light is truly held, revealed, and reflected through each of you in your own ways. We recognize the light in Omar Amuhabne's shining goodwill, in Will Adams' gleaming style and wit, in Cassandra Almanzar's warm kindness, in Maggie Eames' glowing prose, in the luminosity of Ahmad Miller's friendship, in the whole field of energy around Carrie Murphy, in the brilliance of Ellen Jo's fierce grace, in and through each and all of you together. I believe what we have shared with each other will light our way down life's paths, visions and dreams that surely will go wherever life takes us. Every person and every day can be an awakening, these people and this day more than most. You don't need poets or potentates to tell you that, but they can help. Mary Oliver, dearly and recently departed, awoke with this sense of enlightenment every day. In her book of poems, House of Light, she parallels the departure of the Buddha from this life with the dawning of the day. Buddha, by the way, simply means the awakened one. The poem is called The Buddha's Last Instruction. Make of yourself a light, said the Buddha before he died. I think of this every morning as the east begins to tear off its many clouds of darkness to send up the first signal, a white fan streaked with pink and violet, even green. An old man, he lay down between two sala trees, and he might have said anything, knowing it was his final hour. The light burns upward, it thickens and settles over the fields. Around him, the villagers gathered and stretched forward to listen. Even before the sun itself hangs disattached in the blue air, I am touched everywhere by its ocean of yellow waves. No doubt, he thought of everything that had happened in his difficult life. And then I feel the sun itself as it blazes over the hills, like a million flowers on fire. Clearly, I'm not needed, yet I feel myself turning into something of inexplicable value. Slowly, beneath the branches, he raised his head. He looked into the faces of that frightened crowd. Class of 2019, make of yourself a light. Absorb as much light as you can. Spread as much light as you can. You have inexplicable value. The gathered world needs your radiance. Get after it, and in advance, thank you.